Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video, I'm going to try out a number of suggestions that I received in the comment section of my Next Level Chaffle video, which I'll link to if you haven't seen. But before we do that, if you enjoy low-carb cooking videos, product and ingredient reviews, as well as lessons learned from my experiences with the ketogenic lifestyle and intermittent fasting, click that subscribe button down there. While you're at it, click the bell next to it so you're notified whenever I release a new video. I was shocked and humbled and grateful for all the views that I got on that Next Level Chaffle video that I did. It was mind-blowing to me. I didn't expect that kind of response. Didn't expect my channel to kind of blow up the way it did so quickly. So I really want to thank everybody that watched that video, everybody that subscribed. Like I said, it really means a lot to me. And I got a ton of comments and suggestions that I felt would be fun to make some follow-up videos on. Probably the number one comment that I received is, I need to take smaller bites of food. In terms of the chaffle itself, the number one suggestion that I received was, rather than mixing the mozzarella and egg together, put them in separately. Do a sprinkle of cheese, followed by egg, followed by more cheese. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pit the base chaffle against the cheese, egg, cheese style chaffle. Let's see how they look. Definitely a cheesy crust on that one. So let's see how they taste. Smaller bite. Still great. Still everything I love about the base waffle. Now let's try the cheese, egg, cheese. Okay, now I realize why this seemed to be the number one suggestion on my other video. If you enjoy the crispy mozzarella on the outside of a pizza or a tray of lasagna, this you're gonna adore. So this is a win. I give this a big thumbs up. Let's move on. The next most common suggestions that I received in the comments section were the addition of almond flour or coconut flour to the base chaffle. So I think this is going to be an interesting experiment, because I see lots of posts where people use almond flour or coconut flour, and people ask if you can substitute one for the other. So here we actually are going to have a straight up head-to-head between almond flour and coconut flour to see what it does to taste and texture. You can tell already that the coconut flour absorbs a lot more liquid. It's much more thick. So the coconut flour one didn't expand nearly as much, and it browned quite a bit more. The almond flour looks a lot more like a traditional chaffle, I guess. Let's see how they stack up on taste and texture. First, the coconut flour. That has a very interesting flavor. Not bad, not coconutty, not eggy. It's definitely crispier. Texturally, it is a lot more dense than any of the chaffles that I've done so far. As you look at it, you would think it would taste really, really eggy, but it doesn't. I think this would be a good sandwich chaffle if you're looking for putting a little bit more density into your chaffle, something that could hold up better to something like a burger. Let's just see what the almond flour tastes like in comparison. So the almond flour definitely makes a wafflier chaffle, but I don't know that it tastes better than adding a tablespoon of Carb Quick, which I thought was pretty great. It certainly doesn't taste better than using the Cinnamon Crunch Quest protein powder. But I think if you don't have either of those, this makes a solid waffle chaffle that you could put butter and syrup on, sugar-free of course. So both of these, great suggestions. Again, thank you to everyone who commented. Another popular suggestion within the comments was substituting out mozzarella and instead using 2 ounces of softened cream cheese in the recipe. So let's give it a try. Definitely a more battery consistency. Very delicate. Without a doubt, this is the most delicate of all the chaffles I've done so far. I'm trying to decide how you would use this particular chaffle just because it is so delicate. I don't know that it would stand up as a bun. It tastes really darn good just on its own. Maybe for the last minute or so in the waffle maker, you sprinkle a little sharp cheddar or something on top of it and then, get a nice crust on it. I don't know, for those of you who've suggested using the cream cheese method, tell me how you use it and if it turned out as light and delicate for you as well. So that's the end of the first round of user-submitted comments that I'm going to try out. None of them was a failure. I think each one of them had their own particular uses, and I could see experimenting with them further depending on what my end goal is when I'm trying to add additional ingredients. In my next chaffle video, we're going to take a look at some of the less common ingredients that people suggested, such as xanthan gum, vital wheat gluten, nutritional yeast, and one suggestion of using sour cream and yeast in the recipe. See how that turns out. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching.